Yeah, I used to roll backwoods, Rick the Dawn's good wherever he goes. 1 million and one flows, depositing dough. Said you down with the mafia family, let me know. Yeah, number one, I don't do number two. They watching how I do, because I'm really hood. Red hoodie, gold jewelry, too groovy, might lose me. Don't approach with the foolery, keep the two on me, homie. You don't know me, Rick the Dawn, the one and only. Yeah.
What's going on? It's your main man, Rick the Dawn. All right, I gotta preference this whole episode by just saying that if you are somebody who gets angry easily, you probably want to leave, because we're about to talk about women. Actually, I should say I am going to say something that I've been thinking about over the last couple of weeks. Black women are the reason for the condition of the black community. Oh my God. Oh! Hey, stop throwing stuff. What y'all doing? Chill out. I'm going to say it again, though. Black women are the reason for the condition of the black community, which I perceive to be pretty bad. Now, this is not about to be the new Kevin Samuel. I'm not about to do that. I hope you didn't leave off that one little sentence, because I'm about to explain why I say that. Because they control who's born. Black women control what men are able to reproduce. I just shocked the whole world. Anybody that heard that, they just changed their whole perspective, right? So let's break this down in pieces, because I don't like to just throw stuff out there. I could just end the episode right now and mic drop it, but I'm about to break this down a little bit further. Black women, let's talk about it. That statement about black women is really just a catcher. It's a hook to make you pay attention. But let's be real. Let's be realistic about this. You know who the real problem is in the black community? Black fathers. But it goes back to the same problem, because these black fathers, the ones that have been selected, would not be the problem if it were not for the woman. So what comes first, the chicken or the egg? And I'm serious, I have no clue. I'm gonna go ahead and just say the woman. Outside of a few very rare circumstances, black women have the greatest control over who they manifest a child with. Black women as a people, I would say, you all have to raise your standard. I am a little disappointed in the standard that black women have settled at. When I see a black woman, I see a queen. And I got criticism. Do you know I got criticism about that? I had one dude in my comment section talking about,
hey, bruh, not all black women are queens.
I'm like, bruh, what are you talking about? What? Every black woman is a queen. Every single one. And if she don't appear to be as such, it's because of how she was taught, how she was raised. Perhaps nobody told her that. But in my opinion, the reason we have the situation that we have, no fathers and all these other things, is because black women don't have that self-respect that they have to have. If black women had the right level of self-respect, they wouldn't let anybody into them. And if they did, they would they would use protection. How many women are being pregnant or are pregnant and it's a surprise or it's not planned? Here's a couple standards I think would instantly change our condition. Number one, black women, don't give it up so easy. I know that's easier said than done. I've had my heyday. And I know it's difficult for women. I know, because I was putting the game on them when they was having struggles with trying to keep me out of them. It was difficult for them. I had game. Wow, But there was a couple women that I've encountered over my life where it wasn't easy. No sex on the first day. You want to know how, and this is really another episode, but if you're a black woman who is not married, here's how you get married. You want to know how you get married? Stop giving your body up. Here's a secret. Do you know men will wait as long as you allow them to? I know what you might be thinking. If I make him wait 2 weeks, he's going to run away. He's not going to be interested. Actually, it's the opposite. I'm going to let you into the male psyche. The longer you make us wait, the more we value you as a woman. Did you know that? The longer you wait and you make that male wait, it will increase the anticipation. And you want to know what happens usually? Here's what usually happens. And I know because I've done it to females. Y'all give it to us and we lose respect for you. Real quick, you go from being ultra adorable, but once we have you in that way, you lose your value. So if I was doing a Kevin Samuels, it'd be in reverse. High value woman. I'm trying to raise the standard of the black woman. Listen, stop giving your body up to these guys. This is the reason we are in this situation. And here's the thing that's not being said. Women are sexual beings too. But I'm just trying to put you in on some game. The longer you make a man wait, the more he will value you. I'm just telling you a secret. Because the overall perception within the black community is that black men don't like or love black women. That is very false. You want to know how we know that's false? Because ask a black man who his favorite person is in the world. 85% are going to say their mother. A lot of black men hold their mother in high regard. So the point is, we do have great respect for black women. The problem is, I'm not sure that black women have the self-respect for themselves. And when I say that, I'm not being derogatory or chauvinistic. What I'm saying is, I'm just trying to open up your mindset to realize that you have great treasure hidden inside of you. And every guy wants it. And the more you covet it and the more you protect it, the more valuable it is. It's real simple. We can take this logic and apply it to just about anything. If you got a brand new purse, ladies, it's a brand new purse. Matter of fact, you got two purses. Follow me here. I'm about to take you on a little trip. You got two purses. They're the exact same brand. They cost the exact same money. Two purses. One of the purses is still in the wrapper with the tag on it, everything. The other purse, you take it out, you wear it, you put your lipstick in there, your little body wipes and all that. You put your little lip gloss in there, your little sunglasses, and you wear it for about 3 weeks. Which one is more valuable? The one that's still untouched or the one that's been used? That's how it works. I feel like we had a breakthrough. The longer you sustain yourself sexually, the more valuable you become to a male. And this is where a lot of women fall short because they give in to their own urges. They give in to the temptations of the man that's trying to pursue them. And then they lose value instantly. And then 2 weeks goes by and that guy has gone to the next one. The next one is making him wait. Because here's the way that a man thinks. We're always looking for the chase. And the minute you get caught, that's game over. It's game over. You've already been had. There's no more. We've already uncovered your secrets. What else can you offer us? Like, we don't want to be on the phone talking all night. That's funny because when you first meet a guy, they'll stay on the phone and talk to you like for hours. And I know they'll talk to you for a whole 24 hours trying to get to your special place. The minute you give it to them, give it a week. Hey, yeah. So, I gotta tuck this little goldfish in. I got a new goldfish. They start making up excuses. They start being distant, because their attention is somewhere else. So the secret to this whole thing, the secret to the matrix, ladies, and I'm giving you game that I hope that you're digesting. The secret to the game is to withstand, to hold out. Now, let me explain what's going to happen when you do that. You're going to be single a little bit longer because a lot of guys, some guys are not going to wait, right? But wait a minute, there's some positive here. I didn't want to tell you all the good things that's going to happen and then not tell you all some of the bad things. Some of the bad things is you're going to probably be single a little bit longer. It's okay, boo-boo. Get yourself together. You know what to do. But here's the positive. You're going to get rid of a lot of phonies. You're going to get, on an average day, the average female probably gets approached. If they're outside and visible, they probably get approached between 1 and 25 times, depending on who you are, right? Out of those 25, it's probably 2 quality men within that entire bunch. And most likely, they're the guys that you're going to ignore because that's how it goes. But the point is, out of those 25 guys, you're going to probably get 2 quality guys out of that entire bunch. You want to know how you weed them all out? Don't give them nothing. Don't give them any sex. And the ones who are only there to have sex with you and dip out, that longevity and that holding out process that I'm trying to game you on, that will make them leave. He might be attractive. He might have a lot of money, but do you really want a guy that's going to be there 1 minute and then leave? Yeah, damn. You're supposed to say no. By holding out, a lot of these guys are not built for longevity. And guess what that also means? That means that they probably won't be good fathers. If they can't hold out, that's not the kind of man you really want to be with. Because once things get difficult, they're going to go to the easiest thing. Because that's what they're accustomed to getting. They're accustomed to easy grabs, low-hanging fruit. They want the thing that they don't have to work for. And when you make a man work for your body, again, you retain your value. In fact, I would argue that the longer that you abstain from giving up your body, the more valuable you'll be to that man. The minute you give in, that's when you've lost leverage. You've lost leverage. Leverage means the ability to, control the game. There's women who I've never been with sexually that I still think about to this day because I've never had a chance to figure out what they were about. That is exactly my point. And there's also women who I have been with in that way and forgot about them. Oh, that sounds so terrible. By withstanding from that sexual process with a gentleman, I believe that what you're doing is you're going to weed out a lot of guys that's just pretenders. It's only so long that fake thugs can pretend. It's only so long fake men can pretend. Even if your standards are high, it's too low. That's what I'm going to teach my daughter. If her standards are at a 7, raise them up to a 10. Okay? Nobody is good enough for you until they have shown that. And I think a lot of women have not heard that enough from their father, who is the real issue. But that father wouldn't be your father if mom put him through this process. So what is the process? Here's the process. I'm about to break it down to the molecule. After this break.
Hey, it's Rick. So fly, baby girl, get inside. We can slide if you're tryna ride by my side. Hands on your thighs, let's just glide if you're tryna ride. One appreciates no drama. She a grown woman, don't need a mama, but she love her mama. Quick to put her mama in time out if she starting drama. Girl, you super bad, not double bad, but sexy bad. Black Chanel bag, Gucci frames, kitty clean, eyes on a drink. Switching rings, doing things couples haven't seen. All the same, I am blinged, I could cause a scene. The way the wrist glow, it's like a cosmic beam. Not to brag, but her swag is that of a queen. And that you'd expect, she yearned for a kingdom. So fly, baby girl, get inside. We can slide if you're tryna ride by my side. Hands on your thighs, let's just glide if you're tryna ride. Come on, brown skin so elegant. Know I prayed for you, you're so heaven sent. Match me like a puzzle, worth all the trouble. Knew you were the one when I saw the bubble. I'ma pop that like some bubble gum. Lick and nibble on your spots like bubble yum. Girl, hurry up, she's smoking from the shower. Now I'm about to smoke her for about an hour. You remind me of something, a Georgia peach. Like how you're a freak in the sheets, lady in the streets. Like how you're so sexy from head to feet. You know to come outside when you hear the beat. So fly, baby girl, get inside. We can slide if you're tryna ride by my side. Hands on your thighs, let's just glide if you're tryna ride. Come on. You like that? We can do this every weekend. If you tryna ride.
All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that track. So check it. Here is how you do this. I'm about to break it down for you. You meet some random guy, some random guy approach you, ladies. Here it is. Some of y'all already do this perfectly. The point was not to be overly excited. Don't get the calling and texting. You know, do what you normally do. This is what y'all masters at. Y'all do a great job at being chased. You do this better than anybody. But here's the thing. There's always a group of guys, one or two, not many, one or two that don't really have to chase. And those are the ones you really need to make chase. Those are the ones that sneaky, they used to getting what they want. Them the ones you got to really watch out for. They know how to unlock the V-lock faster than the average person. But if you want my opinion, you have to already go into that relationship with a number set. How long are you going to wait to engage in the sexual process? And here's what I would hope you would say, but I know you won't say this. It will be indefinitely. And what I mean by that is there is no number in terms of how long I'll wait to engage sexually with you until you have proposed, until you've given me a ring. That might take a year. These guys out here so weak out here these days. When I met my wife, when we were still in the dating process, I made it very clear and upfront what my intentions were, because that's the kind of man I am. I'm like, I don't want to leave you out in the market for too long. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't know where you're going to find a guy like that. A lot of these guys so weak out here. This is what I'm going to tell my daughter. I'm going to say, listen, to the best of your ability, because I know you're a human being, abstain from sex. And definitely, when a man really loves you and he really likes you and he has great intentions, he will make his intentions very clear. A lot of guys do this. And I dare you to do this at any point in your life. Ask a guy who you're talking to or dating, just straight up, what are we? Do you see yourself being with me? How long do you see yourself being with me? And most guys, if they're not there for the real reasons, they're going to fumble this bag, right? This is where they're going to fumble the ball. They're going to be like, well, we're just kicking it. Get rid of that guy. If you ask a guy, so, what are your, like, do you see yourself being with me long term? If they don't say anything but yes, and this is the problem, ladies, you will give a guy too many chances. You'll take his answer and manufacture to what you wanted to hear. But what he told you was very clear. No, I just want to see where we go. That's a guy who just wants sex, ladies. That's all he wants. And if that's what you want, so be it. But you're going to contribute to the problem we already have. You're going to put yourself in a dice roll or a 50-50 chance of getting pregnant by this guy, especially if you're unprotected, right? That's going to be another single parent household, because that guy is not going to stick around. If you can't ask a guy straight up, what are we doing? And he can't give you a strong answer, because you got to remember something. The purpose of a man's purpose for being is to lead, okay? A man is supposed to be the leader of the household. So if the leader can't tell you definitively what y'all doing and where y'all going, then that's a bad guy. That's not the guy you want to be with. I mean, is that not common sense? You're going on a field trip. And the person and somebody's driving you somewhere. If you ask that driver, hey, where are we going? I would imagine that the driver will be able to say, hey, we're going to Six Flags. We're going to McDonald's, and then we're going to go to your grandma's. That person knows where they're going. So if you ask the driver, hey, so what are we doing? Where are we going? Shoot, I'm just trying to figure, I thought we were just kind of, we was cool, just hanging out, just getting to know each other. Oh my gosh, you don't know where we're going. Just put him on the sideline. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. He hasn't matured yet. As the gatekeepers to the black community, ladies, here's what I'm asking. This is my appeal to you. Raise the standard for yourself, one, and number two, raise the standard for giving your body to somebody. My hope is that it will be indefinite until that man has made his intentions clear, crystal clear. How long should you make a man wait if you're interested? I'm gonna tell you the truth. And the reason I can actually attest to what I'm talking about, because a woman made me wait, and she made me wait longer than I've ever waited. To this day, I've never engaged in any course with her, and I'm okay with that because I actually found my wife after her, and the wife I have is, I can't ask for better. I do want to at least point this out because I think it's important. This girl, I won't name her, I started dating her, and her thing was she did not want to engage in sexual intercourse until after she was married. Smart move, but here's the part that was so irritating to me, and I really struggle with this. She wasn't a virgin, so I'm like, what the? So you gonna make me wait while you already done did your thing with her. But hey, I was a guy with decent intentions, so I was willing to wait. And guess what I did? I waited. like a dog at the front door waiting. You got a bone behind the screen and the dog can see it. He like, I know it's something in there. She had a body that was beautiful. I can see the treat. So I was there. I was being obedient. I was being respectful. Can you imagine what I would have been had she given up her treats, her body in the first day? I would have been gone. I don't care how much I liked her. But because she made me wait, and wait a minute, let me point out how long she made me wait. It was funny because while I was waiting, it was another girl, and I won't go into this. It's a whole other discussion. But it was another woman, basically breathing down my neck. I'm not gonna get into all that. But the point is, I waited for this other girl. I was really invested, and I liked her morals. A lot of women don't realize that, but guys like women with morals, and maybe that isn't surprising. But she had a moral compass that I could appreciate. This woman could potentially be a woman who bears my seeds, and I want a woman that I admire to raise my daughter. I got two little girls. So I need a woman that I respect, that has morals, because that's the kind of young ladies I would like to raise up. But the point is, I waited diligently. You want to know how long I waited? This woman had me wait. She made me wait like a month and a half. I waited a month and a half. Now, let's be real. Because, I got too much game. So there was some times when I got the touch, we was up in the attic, and I'm kissing on her, rubbing my hands and all. I can feel the treat. I know it's there. I'm just trying to work my moves, the same moves that been working on all the other. It ain't working on her. Her standards was too high. So eventually, let me tell you how it all disintegrated. One day, she walked into my room, or not it was like my office rather. My office. She walked into my office, and she saw the other girl who was breathing down my neck with low standards. She was in there, and what the girl didn't know was I was actually fighting the girl off, like, yo, you gotta go because I'm in a situation. I was respecting the girl that made me wait, but the girl who didn't make me wait was just like, she would just walk into my office unannounced and just be there, sitting on top of the desk, legs all swinging open, just doing the most. So one day, the woman who made me wait walks into my office, and she sees the girl there, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And she walked out. We talked later that night, and she just was acting different from that point forward. And she didn't give me an opportunity to explain to her, look, I was being pressed, and I wasn't able to get her to leave. I can't pick her up and walk her out hey, I don't want to do it to you no more. I couldn't do that. So I had to, just talk to her and try to ease her on out. And it just so happened the lady who made me wait walked in and saw that. And when she saw that, I think she realized okay, this guy's a player. She thought that rather. This guy's a player. He's not, he's not for me. And actually, I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't. Now that I look back. And this is the point I just made. When you make a guy wait long enough, she made me wait like a month and a half. When you make a guy wait long enough, you'll get rid of a lot of pretenders. And it hurts me to say this, but I think I was a pretender because I didn't like her as much as I thought I did. Now that I've got my authentic, my real wife, I think it was the fact that she made me wait. I just was not about to quit. I mean, after about 2 weeks, I was fully invested. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Nah, I ain't about to just leave and then, I warmed up the slot. Somebody else come in. They just hit the jackpot. No, I'm going to stay here for as long as it takes. I done took this woman on dates. I paid for the dates. I did everything. So ladies, the point is when you withstand a high level, a high standard, when you withstand that level of dignity, these men will raise their level of competence and their level of engagement to reach that standard. But when the standard is low, you're going to get that standard of man. If you want a guy, in my opinion, that's going to be around in the event that you do get pregnant, you want a man that's going to be around, who's going to love you past a certain point, past the sexual part. I think you have to make sure that guy's going to be around just to wait for the sex. The sex is the goal, right? I really hate to say this, as shallow as it sounds. That's all really man. That's not all men want, but that's just about all men want from their woman. I'm just like, that's about all that men want from their woman. Like if you're listening to this and you're already in a relationship, the longer you abstain from giving your husband, I don't want to talk about boyfriend and girlfriends. I'm so tired of those. The longer you abstain from giving your husband, his conjugal rights, you're putting yourself in a situation, because this guy, if he's faithful, he's a good father, you need to give it to him as much as possible. And you're married, there should be no reason why a married woman should be withstanding the conjugal rights of her husband. The point is, raise your standards, ladies, and that way we can stop these weak men from reproducing. Believe it or not, you are the gatekeepers. You are in charge of this entire process. You are in charge of the black community. No black beautiful child enters this world but through a black woman. Therefore, the black woman is arguably the most important figure in the black community. And if we continue to allow these weak men to reproduce, we're going to continue to have situations where you have single family household where just a woman raising a child by herself because these men are weak and you didn't make them wait long enough. Man. All right, I'm going to stop there. Peace.